MyPillow CEO Mike Lindell supported the Cyber Ninjas audit in Arizona until their results failed to reinstate Donald Trump. And now Mike Lindell has wild claims and a new tech venture that fails live, and it's hilarious. I have proper ABD level Mike Lindell footage throughout this, so stay tuned. I'll also be going over the crazy things we're learning about Donald Trump and the latest and stupid from Lauren Boebert, Marjorie Taylor Greene, and Brett Kavanaugh. Oh, the irony. Someone went into winners and rearranged this. MAGA tears. Tom Selleck's slow cousin is now pursuing signatures to accompany the non-evidence that he's going to present to the Supreme Court by Thanksgiving.
I want to get 200 million signatures, 200 million names on there.
The amount of Americans over 18 is roughly 208 million. Mike Lindell genuinely believes that over 96% of adults are going to go to his ramshackle site and sign this petition for the Supreme Court. I'm also wondering who's going to validate the names on the petition. It's ridiculous. Bucket of unicorn wank. This week we saw President Joe Biden rolling up his sleeve and getting a booster shot live on camera, and we also learned that Trump's 2019 clandestine trip to Walter Reed was actually a routine colonoscopy that he made top secret. Forget all the broad shoulders and tough talk. He could have been raising awareness, but he's too insecure and stupid. Hello everybody with your white coats and your stethoscopes. I just want to say that we're going to be keeping the bum stuff a secret, so you better zip it. I gotta say, tough day for the docs when Donnie rolled in for that procedure. Oh wow. We've got a gaper. Gonna need a bigger tube stat. Don's got a wide one, and he is full of... Now Mike attempts to intro his guest.
The Senate was lied to, and we have tonight we have the Senate Majority Whip, Sonny, what's the last name?
Borelli.
Sonny Borelli. And Sonny's the Senator Majority Whip in Arizona.
These are the things you figure out before you hit record. Now that advanced copies of former White House Secretary Stephanie Grisham's new book are out, we are finding out all these wild things, such as Trump's handlers designated an unnamed White House official known as the Music Man to play him his favorite show tunes, including Memory from Cats, to pull him from the brink of rage. That is a scary job. You may stop the rage, but you also may trigger getting grabbed by the pussy. Hoo-yah!
Brandon, are you there?
More technical difficulties. Sonny's just realizing, maybe this is too much skin for an internet-based show hosted by a pillow manufacturer gone mad. Gotta cover up some of that flesh. Again, stuff you figure out before you hit record.
I have a big surprise for you. You don't probably like surprises, do you?
Well, we'll see what it is.
All right, give me a camera shot, Logan.
I know. I'm hoping it's cracked too.
That's the Roku home screen, okay?
Can you see that?
That's the Roku home screen. That's Frank's speech. I just added the Frank speech icon right on the home screen.
Where is it? I can't see it.
But it's the...
Can I see it on your thing?
It's the Frank speech icon on the home screen of Roku.
It's his own logo. It's right there, and he keeps saying, I can't see it.
So if I'm pretend I don't know anything, Brandon, because I don't about this Roku thing. So I go to my TV tonight. This Roku thing. So I go to my TV tonight.
Roku.
And where do I find Roku?
Okay, you've got to have either a Roku little box that you hook to your TV that you buy at Target or Walmart.
Okay. So let's go through the steps. So I got to go buy a little Roku box. Okay, I get that. Can I buy it anywhere? Hold it. Can I buy it anywhere else but the evil Target?
It's the fact that Brandon says Roku and Mike still says Roku. Oh, this is fantastic.
TV logo. That big Lindell TV logo is highlighted right now. Watch what happens when I push.
Okay, first off, that logo is cropped off. How could you be excited and proud of this when it's only got 2/3 of the image?
Click.
It crashes.
Well, it looks like it's back to the home screen of Roku because the feed is lagging. But that's us a few minutes ago because it lags a little bit because that's the way internet is.
No, that's just the way the internet is at your Tennessee two-man operation funded by moronic donors and overpriced Egyptian cotton. And it's not just your internet, it is your ramshackle site built by morons. The book also notes how difficult Ivanka and Jared Kushner were and how they tried to breach protocol and join a meeting with Queen Elizabeth II, but were denied entry into the helicopter. Rich does not equal royal. Just because your touchy-feely wealthy dad calls you a princess doesn't mean you are one.
Watch this too. Now I'm going to go up to the home button up top where it says home, and I'm going to go across where it says TV shows. I'm going to click TV shows.
Loading.
So
It
now
is
it's going to
not
start
working.
loading all the look at that.
It's still loading.
You can say, I want to buy a flat screen TV with Roku built in, and this one has it already built in, or you can buy a little device at your store, a little
What's Mike
Roku
doing on
stick,
his phone?
and you put it on, load Roku. But like I said, if you buy most of these TVs today, they're already built in. Roku's built in. You get a little remote control. This is a Roku remote control built into the TV. I mean, it's all one TV, right? Okay, so you go to the search.
They need to explain it this much because their audience is that out of touch with technology. And that is why they're dazzled by lines of code and technobabble. That's why they fall for all this cyber symposium nonsense.
No, we had some technical difficulties because we have a great guest on here. She's been all on board.
And it's frozen. I think Mike's brain is having technical difficulties. It's not just Frank's speech, it's his brain.
We are bringing the case to the Supreme Court, but I promise you all before Thanksgiving. That's the case I've been telling you since February 5th, since Absolute Proof. That's the case that we've got all the terabytes of the whole election. We have all the packet captures. We have it all.
No, you don't. You have nothing. Based on the shifty ways Lindell's acted in the past, I'm sure he will take it to the Supreme Court, but that just means leaving it on the front step. See? I did it. I took it to the Supreme Court. Sucks to be the porch pirate that gets that package. What do we get? PS5? AirPods? A drone? There's another part in Stephanie's book where Stormy Daniels had mentioned how Trump had a small, misshaped, cheesy nub, and Trump made a call to Stephanie from Air Force One to let her know that his dong wasn't small or toadstool-shaped. Think back to the 90s. Remember the movie Air Force One? It was awesome. President James Marshall, he made all those secret calls from the plane to the vice president and the White House to save the day. Trump had to call a girl from Air Force One to try and convince her that his ding-dong wasn't modeled on the smallest character in Super Mario Kart.
I just want you to know it's really bigly. If you want, I can give you a list of names of girls I've forced myself on, and just give me a few minutes to wire transfer them some money first so they know what to say when you ask the question, okay?
You can go to fix2021st.com, everybody. Fix2021st.com. In fact, we got signs now, Sonny. Look at these.
He's got the signs.
You got that signs. We're going there. We sold thousands of them. You can get them as low as $10 with promo code Lindell. We've got bumper stickers now. You can get them at
Yes, it's October and Mike Lindell's yard signs are out. This is fantastic. The timing is perfect because you can now print off those images and pass them to your kids so they know which houses to avoid on Halloween. This week, Lauren Boebert called to impeach President Biden. This actually went up on her website, impeach. That is what we're dealing with. And if that wasn't stupid enough, this pinch-faced trash panda tweeted, I woke up with a headache this morning. I took some Tylenol. Now, if everyone else could take some Tylenol too so mine would start working, that would be great. Boebert is too dumb to get that she's talking about taking a therapeutic when the vaccine is for prevention. If you didn't want your headache, Lauren, you shouldn't have sculled a box of wine with your husband at the bowling alley while he gets it out for the young ones. Also in the book, during the G20 Osaka, Japan trip in 2019, White House advisor on Russia, Fiona Hill, was confident that Putin hired a very attractive female interpreter to distract Trump during a summit. That is some Austin Powers stuff. I love it. Trump was always outplayed by Putin. This is what happens when you elect a reality TV host to become president. Someone with 14 years on NBC is no match for someone with 16 years in the KGB. Enough said. Here's a little something from Marjorie Taylor Greene. She posed for this photo with all these MAGA folks. I've lifted weights most of my life, and when I look at this picture of Marjorie Flintstone Taylor Greene, I know I could never be as muscular as her because I'm scared of needles. Seriously, this woman is on steroids. Rawr. Scary.
Our country is not a racist country, but they sure trying to divide and divide and divide. And I mean, that's where I lose my patience, is because I want to get this out, get this election pulled down, get our country back, and get some normalcy back.
Normalcy. That's a new one. Thanks, Mike.
In my company alone, we have all walks of life, Asian, black, white, yellow, it doesn't matter. And we're all like one big family because now we have a common enemy here.
Our country's not racist. Let me do some fear-mongering about refugees now.
We have no clue who these folks are. Many of them have no ID. They have not been vetted. We have no clue who they are. We're bringing them in here, dropping them down, unvetted, going to put them on all kinds of government programs.
Well, it's pretty sad. Maybe they should come to Minnesota and see when we went through this with the country of Somalia.
Absolutely.
I think we have 125 now refugees that came there, and I live in Minnesota, and there's back where I used to be, downtown Minneapolis. I mean, there's a lot of problems. We have a lot of problems.
Here's a rich white guy who spent half his life committing criminal acts, and he's worried about, the foreigners coming. Bucket of unicorn wank. By the way, here's Trump's wall. Just slipping back and forth. You know, somewhere Trump is watching this wall fail video and someone is scrambling to pair a Bluetooth speaker so they can play him something from Cats.
If you got the vaccines available to everyone, good for you, Special K. Take your vaccine, but don't worry about all the people that choose not to take it. I mean, it's like if everybody is wearing a green shirt, and green shirts are the you're golden. It's like you have a suit of armor on, or let's
Green
say you
shirts,
have really
golden,
armor
okay.
on, and let's say it's you're playing some game with big rubber bullets, and everyone there has got a suit of armor on. Well, if someone wants to come in there without wearing that suit of armor and get a rubber bullet shot at him, that's his choice. That's his choice. Don't worry about you. Why would you make it mandated at the door to make him put a suit of armor on your little rubber bullet game when the ones that have the suit of armor, how are they at risk, Brandon? Will you explain that?
Exactly. No, exactly right. And not only top of that,
Because some people cannot have a suit of armor for many reasons. They may have a disability that makes it too difficult to put one on. They could be fighting illness that finds the armor too heavy to wear. They don't have the strength. They may not have access to the armor. But regardless of the reason for those that genuinely cannot wear the suit of armor, they still have to live their lives and walk through the maze of rubber bullets to get a gallon of milk or see their loved ones. And now for a Rocco supercut.
Brandon, because I don't about this Rocco thing. So I go to my TV tonight, and where do I find Rocco?
you already have a TV with Roku built in it.
So I got to go buy a little Rocco box.
Choose that you want to add it to your home screen.
And where do I find Rocco?
It's an icon now on your TV, just like the icons on your computer.
So I got to go buy a little Rocco box.
Think of your TV as a big, gigantic computer screen, and now you have your frank speech.
And where do I find Rocco?
You say you want to add it to your home screen, you do, it adds it. Now whenever you go to the home screen of your Roku TV,
so I got to go buy a little Rocco box.
you click frank speech, boom, it pops up.
And where do I find Rocco?
Brett Kavanaugh has COVID. Well, it's nice to see something positive about Brett. I guess preventing a deadly virus takes more than yelling at Democrats and weightlifting with squee. MAGA tears. How dare you mock President Trump? MAGA tears. Another commie viewpoint. MAGA tears. I want to know who is this bald-headed fruitcake. I want to know now. MAGA tears. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please rate, comment, subscribe, and check me out on Spotify. I am a stand-up comedian. I have 3 albums there. You can stream them for free. That's a pretty sweet deal. If you want to have a friend or colleague roasted or congratulated, you can book me on Cameo. If you're out, be kind to each other, distance when you can, wear a mask if they ask you. Just be cool. Life's short. Have fun. Be kind. Take care.